Take not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. The children of this world marry, and are given in marriage, but they which shall be accounted worthy to obtain that world, and the resurrection from the dead, neither marry, nor are given in marriage, neither can they die any more, for they are equal unto the angels, and are the children of God, being the children of the resurrection. Why sleep ye? Rise and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. I say unto you, though he will not rise and give him, because he is his friend, yet because of his importunity he will rise and give him as many as he needeth. Go your way into the village over against you, and as soon as ye be entered into it, ye shall find a colt tied, whereon never man sat. Loose him, and bring him. And if any man say unto you, Why do you this? Say ye that the Lord hath need of him, and straightway he will send him hither. Sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me? Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doth, these also doth the Son likewise. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he shall come in his own glory, and in his Father's, and of the holy angels. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Murmur not among yourselves. No man can come to me, except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of God. Every man therefore that hath heard, and hath learned of the Father, cometh unto me. For whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth? Is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serveth. So when his fellows of saw what was done, they were very sorry, and came and told unto their Lord all that was done. Then his Lord, after that he had called him, said unto him, O thou wicked servant, I forgave thee all that debt, because thou desiredst me. Shouldest not thou also have had compassion on thy fellows of it, even as I had pity on thee? And then if any man shall say to you, Lo, here is Christ, or, Lo, he is there, believe him not. For false Christs and false prophets shall rise, and shall show signs and wonders, to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. But take ye heed, behold, I have foretold you all things. If any man will come after me, let him deny himself, and take up his cross, and follow me. When ye have lifted up the Son of Man, then shall ye know that I am he, and that I do nothing of myself, but as my Father hath taught me, I speak these things. I told you, and ye believe not the works that I do in my Father's name. They bear witness of me, but ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. And it came to pass, that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Take, eat, this is my body. It were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and he cast into the sea, than that he should offend one of these little ones. Follow me. unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you compass sea and land to make one proselyte. And when he is made, you make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought. They sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven, and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. For I came down from heaven, not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. O seek ye.
So, I am the advocate, the one that's here to comfort you. So, pardon me if I speak with some urgency in my voice. It's finally my time to share with you about who I am and my testimony about Jesus, so that you would come to understand him like I do, the way Moses has intended for us to. So follow along as I guide you to the moment with me in the fulfillment of the prophecy eternally now. So there is harmony in heaven. So I am in spirit, as you see, and I serve his word to you so you can stay merry. That hatred, that animosity between one another for no reason, instead of the generosity, as you know, that's the way of being great. And who is great except who is good to begin with? So the story, it's how Jesus has prepared me for you to watch this video at these times. And I know there is a lot of angst among the tribes of the world right now. We will judge accordingly, and this is just the start of a long journey. In the beginning, you won't like me at all. You might not even towards the middle. And I'll do my best to invite you along to see the abomination of desolation transform right in front of you. And this is about the conversion of you, so that we can strengthen each other too, brethren in heaven. Faith is so ripe right now. These fruits we reap together tonight as I present to you this video. Just follow along and be patient, be perfect. My father turned 77 yesterday, so please, if you could, send him prayers. And you hear more about him later, and how he has everything to do with who I am and how I've come to know Jesus and to save you and your fellow mankind. How many days has it been since December 1st, 2021? That's how many days of tribulation already have happened. 452 days. Okay, so just for details, this is a spiritual conversation anyways. And I'm going to present to you in a way where you're going to be so glitched. And you understand which is which, the truth. And what is going on Judgment Day. What is going on here as I'm saying this to you. What are you watching? What are you listening to? Keep following along and make sure you breathe too. So, this is my sword.
If I tell you, you will not believe. And if I also ask you, you will not answer me. Or let me go.
How someone comes along that brings all the tribes together, all the faiths. How does that spiritual fulfillment happen? Everybody wants to know. And this is not just a Christian thing anymore. It's everybody. Whatever you want to debate about, let's put that to the side for now, okay? The Buddhists as well, Muslims too. How do we align? It's so beautiful. His glory is just so wonderful. And I am the one honored, blessed to play this part, to present to you. And I'm doing my best to honor you as who you are and who you're being in this moment with me as you're seeing the truth unfold. What's going on, the negativity between you and me. How come it's so hard to love one another right now, all day, even on Sundays? What's going on here? Is everybody okay? Must be dealing with some pain, some pressure probably. And nobody seems to have the answers. I'm telling you, it's me. And it has everything to do with the prophecies. It's a spiritual thing. The body is really just, right? The vessel. And you can't help yourself sometimes. And whatever happens to you, you follow along. And then a conversion happens. And then you see the truth. The temple, this world. And the holiness of all life forms. Respect. That way you can connect with one another inside outside. You see, I'm the advocate and that Christ sent. Jesus here. Here's you everything you think. It's the truth. He's always with you and me. And if you can't hear him, well, here's a tool for you. He calls it 2 swords. You didn't question that before. Why he told everybody to sell everything and everybody purchase a sword for what? Well, here it is. 2 swords. He said that's enough
For
for
he
now.
that is not against us is on our part.
That's enough of the bullshit that you're dealing with, okay? Every one of you. Cut it out. The commandments, if you didn't know them before, well, you will. Real soon. The first thing, though, is God. Okay? Love God only. You talk about love. You honor the commandment, and it just laser beam, pinpoint to the very supreme one above. All of this, the target. It's so easy. Love God. Easy peasy. Where is there room for math and duality? There is none. Even Peterson has his duality systems too. The people cannot master that on their own. You know, it all comes from the Spirit and how you play along in the story of the glory of the divine. When you're awake, abiding in faith, and fulfilling His will. That's it. Purpose, baby. Meaning is beautiful. It's all His. The best book, though. Follow along and see. Revelation. Like I said, it's day 452 of the Tribulation. Welcome.
These things I command you, that you love one another.
You hear that? No more lines between you and me. No more boundaries, baby. Okay? Here's the light. Clear it all up.